Hey everyone, thanks for tuning back into Region Buzz 219. This is our show, Who's the Buzz? I'm your host, Chase Wardian, and today we got Jerry Jacinto of Velvet Revenge.
Yes, sir.
I got it
yes,
right
sir.
this time.
Yes, sir.
You'll see the outtakes in our Facebook clips.
No hesitation,
that was bad.
man. You nailed it. You nailed it.
How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm a little stressed out today. It's been a long day, but we're here. I get to relax, sit down, do some bullshitting. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm excited. I've been looking forward to it. I'm glad we got to reschedule it.
Yeah, no, and I apologize for that again, too, because doctor said it wasn't flu, it wasn't COVID, but it was some other viral thing going around. Yeah, I was out of work for almost 2 weeks. It was brutal.
Yeah, that's rough.
So, where are you from?
I grew up in Munster, Indiana. Right now I live in Dyer, Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. How's that? I grew up in Dyer. I live in Crown Point now. So.
Yeah, I like Dyer. It's nice because it's like if I want to go to Chicago, it's like 40 minutes away. If I want to go to Valparaiso, it's like 40 minutes away. You're just right in the middle.
Yeah,
of so much. Yeah, it's nice.
And they're just starting to kind of push, I guess, the rebuilding of everything over there now too, especially with the train station on Sheffield.
Yeah.
Because I think that connects the South Shore.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've heard.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's gonna be crazy.
I know. My mom lives in that subdivision right there.
That's where I live.
Oh, okay. Right next to the condos?
Behind, where Family Video used to be?
Okay.
Yeah, right behind there.
Okay, yeah. I was a little more down.
Okay.
Yeah, right closer to Northgate. But still but still on that side of Sheffield that you're on, so.
Okay.
Nothing like giving out our personal
just
where we live. Be like, so what's your address?
Yeah, right.
And
14.
social security number?
Oh, let me just grab that one.
Yeah, right. Just show it to the camera.
Right. We're doing a raffle today. We're giving away my keys.
Ooh, what do you drive?
Mitsubishi.
Okay.
Outlander Sport.
All right.
My license plate is.
Right. It's a Region Buzz sponsored giveaway.
Right. Yeah.
So no, when we originally planned to do the podcast, it was going to be before the release of I Want a Taco. Mm-hmm. And now it is just after the release. So how has that release been for you because I know that's the first release through this project. Have you had releases before, or is this your first time putting something out?
I've had releases before. My last one was in another band, and that was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah, before that, released some singles with another band. Before that, recorded an album when I was like 17.
Okay.
But that's kept away in my vault.
Oh, come on.
It's very nice to look back on, but
fair.
It's
no, I get it.
Yeah.
The high school band days.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, this was like my first with this project, and, so far it's been super – everybody's been super jazzed about it.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting. I like that it's just kind of bringing people joy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
it's
cool. Is a very fun tune. I'm actually really curious to see how it's going to play out in a solo acoustic version.
Yeah. It's nice because with me being like the only member in this band, I just pick musicians I want to work with, and I work with them when I want to do that.
Sometimes that's easier nowadays.
Yeah, and fortunately, I have a lot of really amazing musicians who are willing to work with me. So it's funny because the studio version is with one set of musicians, and then when I play live, it's going to be a different set of musicians.
Okay.
And these songs change depending on that.
Yeah.
So the studio version's like 2.5 minutes long, but then the live version's like 7-8 minutes long.
Yep.
And then this version's gonna be like different. Like I kind of made up a little solo thing to kind of have more fun with it.
Sure.
You know?
So it's very jam bandy kind of, but not.
I would say like definitely a lot of improvised things. I don't really listen to jam bands, but a lot of people say that, so it's like okay, I'll whatever, you know. I mean, it's all having music that's really flexible.
Yes.
And it can kind of like breathe and be alive in this really interesting way. Mm-hmm. Not just this one set, you know.
Genre or like meter tempo type thing. Like
right.
You get to just play freely.
Yeah. And there are like Yeah, when it's strict like that, that's awesome, and that has its benefits. When it's not, that's awesome, and that has its benefits. Maybe I do it because I'm lazy. I don't know, but it's a lot of fun. So
That's the main purpose,
Right,
though, is that it's
right.
fun. Because if you're not having fun, then you're not doing it right.
yeah, especially
So-
with your own music.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, why would I,
No, and like, I mean, I've seen even cover bands that like they don't look like they're having fun and they're not playing their own music, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
yeah, that is. I've done that where I've played a song that I don't really care for, and it's you definitely got to start like going for some Oscars. Like you got to start acting. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You got to like find a way to get into it.
Because if you don't, everybody like people notice.
Yeah, if you're not
Like-
having fun, and you're supposed to be like the source of fun
Yeah.
when you're playing live music, like that's
Right.
where this fun comes out of. And yeah, if you're not having fun, then that's gonna like no one's gonna really take that from you. And then if nobody's having fun in
Then
the
it's
band, then
just-
it's just kind of
It's
like
dead.
yeah,
No, because I mean, you can play every note right and everything on key and like all this and that, but if there's no emotion in the playing itself, then yeah, no, you can tell. So that's,
yeah, it can. I think it can feel stiff
Mhm.
in a way.
No, that's a good way to put it.
The solo in the single, it was my 87th take, and out of about 93. So
Okay.
like I just had it looped, and I'm just like improv solo after improv solo after what do I want to do? What am I going for? And then on the 87th take, it was one where I felt like I just kind of let go in a big way.
Okay.
Like it was like I just went with it and like surprised myself, and I was like, whoa, that was awesome. But then I listened back and I was like, all right, well I'm kind of rushing, and then on top of that, like I hit these flub notes here and there, and I'm like, all right, let me like replay it note for note, but clean it up in
Yeah.
time. Everything's gonna sound good, and I did, and it just sounded boring.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no, it doesn't
it was
hit.
there, but it wasn't. I was like, no, the other thing has this emotion in it that was captured.
Right. Even if it has those flubs or whatever, like it's still your best take.
Yeah.
No,
So
that's a big part of recording too, especially with doing a lot of different bands and artists through here. Like they're always like, I have to do it like this, like this, like this, and then like we get a take, and they're like, oh, well, there's that flub, and I'm like, man, but like that was the take.
Right. It just had
Like-
that thing.
Like if you want, I can try and get that little flub out if you want,
Mhm.
but man, like honestly, that makes like the whole thing.
The flub is good.
Yes, it is good. It's
Welcome to flubs. They're coming, whether or not you like them.
No, they're always gonna be there.
Yeah.
You're not escaping. I know it's the first release. Do you have an album or an EP lined up, or is this just kind of like you're tipping your toes in the water and you're still working towards?
I got about 3 more songs that it kind of captures just the last couple years of my life.
Okay.
And those are pretty much next on the chopping block to like record and release. Taco just was like my first one, so I kind of like now I know what I'm doing more.
Yeah.
So it's like I can knock these 3 out almost like simultaneously together.
Sure.
Because you get that experience and you're like, okay, cool, I can.
Right. You're working with a new group of musicians that you hadn't been in the studio with yet, because like there's spending multiple hours at practice and you're doing all this, and then you get into the studio and it's the same people, but everything's changed.
On top of that, completely take out the whole practice part with them.
Oh.
Take all of that out.
Okay.
This it's kind of a Frankenstein of a recording. The group never played together.
Oh.
Not once. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just either had them come over or went to their place with my laptop and some recording equipment and just
Gotcha.
okay, let's record this, and then it worked out. I'm very happy
Yeah.
with it.
Who's all on the recording then?
So you have Luke Camiotti on drums, and he's in one of the bands I'm in called Good Vibes, and he's like a metal drummer. He
Okay.
really has that power, but
Mhm.
we're in this cover band, so he's adapted to different styles, and we always like when we played a funky tune, we really vibed on it. It was always fun.
Yeah.
So he's on drums. I have Steve Morris on bass, who he's in Party Foul and Totally Taylor. And I just wanted Steve there because, one, he has a Helix like I do, so I know he's just going to be able to plug in to my laptop like me. On top of that, when we play Uptown Funk, there's a breakdown, and he goes into a riff from it's a Rage Against the Machine song. I forget which song, but it's a nasty bass riff, and he slaps it, and it just sounds so. I think it's Know Your Enemy. I want to say it's Know Your Enemy. I might be wrong, but it's off that first album. Yeah, he just sounds so. He would sound so good on it. I'm just like, all right, I want that. I want a taco.
Yeah, and that intro to that song is like, when I first listened to it, I was like, oh damn, okay.
Also, that's not a bass in the intro. So many people think that.
What is it?
It's a guitar. It's my Strat, and I kind of like that. Like, okay,
That's your Strat?
You're telling me I got some thickness to this buoy? Okay.
Yeah, no, that's got some thickness.
Yeah.
I would not have taken that for a good guitar, let alone a Strat.
He's a thick boy.
Okay, yeah. Very thick boy, like 3 to 4 C's.
Yeah, right. Man, that boy thick.
Damn, boy, he thick. That's crazy.
Exactly.
I would not have taken that for a guitar.
Then we have keys. Nate. Man. Sorrentino. Got it. Almost lost. You know Nate?
Yeah, no, yeah. I went to high school with him. We were in jazz band together.
Nice.
Our sisters were friends. So, yeah,
Dude.
no, I know him very well.
Yeah,
okay.
So he just sent me some stuff back. We sent some stuff back and forth, and a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. Because he just, like, he pisses gold. You know what I mean, dude? Like, he just does. He just does. And I'm like, dude,
I love
play
him.
something bad.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Once in your life. No, I love him. But, man, I am so ungodly jealous of his perfect pitch.
Dude, we were at a rehearsal. He was playing with Good Vibes, and, like, we were practicing some harmonies, and he's just like to the side, he's just like, hey, you're kind of flat on a couple of those notes, but everything else was really good. But I just want you to know. He's like, I'm not a singer. I'm not giving you singing lessons. I'm just saying. No, dude, thank you so much. That's what's up. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
right. Constructive criticism.
Yeah. He's all about the music and everything, and he's super cool. So having him there was really cool. To just fill out any of that space.
Yeah.
So I wanted it to sound very, very full. And then I have Christiana Michelle on harmonies, and she's in Party Foul, Good Vibes, Totally Taylor. We play at a church every Sunday. Like, we're in a duo, so we've done a lot of work. We worked a lot together, and
gotcha.
She's always just been able to, like, great harmonies just on the spot, and so I sent her, I want a taco, and I was like, you know, what would you sing over this? And then of course it was fire, so I go to her house and record it, you know.
Yep.
Then Stephen Moeller on saxophone. Man, Stephen's, like, super cool, really fun on the sax, and then moved to South Korea to teach, which is amazing. I'm so happy for him.
No, obviously.
But now it's like, all right, but goodbye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I guess. But he laid down the sax, and he was in the lineup that was last year when it was more of a group thing where we met up every week, and it's like I had, like, musicians I considered like pretty much permanent musicians, you know.
Okay.
And he was a part of that, and he wanted to move in the direction that I wanted to move in. So he recorded on this, and yeah, it's just, I mean, the saxophone is just such a dope instrument.
Yes.
Like, why not? Why not?
Right. No, it's hard to argue that. And then he just moved away.
Yeah. So that's cool. That's cool. He's whatever. You know, he's living his best life.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, you know, there's a hole in my heart now that
sure
won't be filled until I find another sax player.
Right.
You know?
So if anybody listening is a good saxophone player, go and hit him up.
We pretty much gave you our address and everything.
Right. I was gonna say, yeah, address, car model.
Yep. Yeah. You know where to find me, man.
Right. The studio, at least you have the address. That's public information, but he might not be here. I'll be here, but I have his information. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
we putting everyone in the region there's always some sort of connection. Of just like, hey, I know you through you, and I kind of know you, and
right.
And it's like, cool. You're like a friend third removed or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like family.
It's like, so we're kind of friends, right?
Yeah,
right.
Like we have more than 5 mutual friends on Facebook, so we have to be friends.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I had Zachary Pierce mix and master it, and that was really cool because he's worked with us with just getting tracks in other bands, and I know he mixes other bands, and I just so much of like, am I gonna work with this person? So much of it it's kind of two big things. It's like, one, are they do they want to, and are they capable of like pulling off what we need to pull off to make this song I wrote as great as it can be, but also like, what is it like when we're not playing music? Could I hang out with you and have a good time?
Sure.
That's almost equally as important, depending, of course, but like, yeah, he was always just like really funny, and I heard his mixes. I was like, this is good. I'm just gonna send him some stuff, and worked really fast on it, and then at the end of the song there was a gap originally, like there is, like when I play it live for sure.
Yeah.
And then there's the big hit on the last thing, and he was like, it's kind of really empty there, like you can leave it like that, but like you might want to hear some ideas, just putting in like movie scenes.
Yep.
Audio from movie scenes. And I'm like, okay, I like what you're saying. And I was like, give me 10 minutes. Give me 10 minutes, and I was like, dude, Scarface.
Yep.
110%. And he didn't even have to like delay it or anything. He just put it right there, and it just like works.
Fit.
Yeah, so I'm very happy because I love movies, and now I was like, wow, I can incorporate that into music in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about any copyright things about it. I think it's legal. It should be legal. If it's not legal, the police have my address now. So
right. Well, the police always had your ad. Big Brother's always watching.
That's true. Big Brother's got some big eyes.
Yes. Wait, hold on. We said we weren't getting into this.
Right. Anyways, yeah, tacos. Yeah, no,
Tacos.
I just want a taco. That's all it is. You know?
So how did that come to be?
I went to a jam night. It was when Beer Geeks was turned into B-Side.
Okay.
So this is about a year and a half ago, maybe. And I went from a gig to this jam night, and I just wanted to get up there. And typically at the jam nights, which I used to like damn near live at, I would just kind of always want to play a funk song, right? Mm-hmm. Whether it be like Superstition, Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself. Just funk songs where I can just smack that low E string as hard as I want to. You know what I mean?
Fair.
I want it to be as funky, or I would make up a song on the spot. So at this time, I was really getting into a lot of Corey Wong. So I was like, I just want to play something really fast and funky.
Yeah.
And I just went up there, and I was like, fast, funky song in E. Now, as I was getting up there, I was like, what the fuck? What am I gonna sing about? But it's like, don't think about it. It just kind of happens in the moment. But I was legitimately hungry. Like, I was hungry. It was to the point where like the stomach, you know when you're hungry because you're hungry and you're mad.
Yeah.
And you're just hungry, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, I want to play this fast, funky song because I'm hungry.
Yeah.
Hungry. And it's crazy. Hungry. It's just crazy how like, at least for me, like even just a bite of a taco, how much that will just make my whole world better so quickly. And it's not just tacos. It's just any food really. Like when I'm hungry, like the Snickers commercials are right, man.
Yes.
They are correct. You're not you when you're hungry.
No, you are not.
It's like a werewolf or something. So as a werewolf, I went up on this stage, and I sang the chorus. I want a taco. I want to, I did that, and everybody really enjoyed it, and I was just like, oh, that's just gonna be like this jam on E that I'll do. But then it just stuck in my head for like a couple weeks after, and I'm like, okay, let's just like turn this into a song. And I was like, well, where do I go? Oh, I could try this, and then you just kind of like mold it, and next thing you know, you have a banger called "I Want a Taco."
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, and that's how the best songs are created. Like, it's just like you said, it just kind of happened.
Yeah, it's
It's not like you sat down for 6 hours straight and you're like, how can I create the best food related chorus?
exactly.
It just happened. You were hungry, you were playing, you wanted a taco, you have a song.
I captured that emotion I was feeling of being so hungry you're willing to just chase.
Yep.
You know, chase down that food truck. But you know, and it's I've tried to like cuz my other songs it's not about food. This is my only song about food.
Okay.
I'm not a food. It's like, oh, this band Velvet Revenge, that's a dope name. What do they talk about? Food. You know? You're right. Yeah. So
they have this sick cover of fruit salad, man.
Exactly, man. The enchilada song, you know? Fruits and veggies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's so
protein.
Yeah, protein. Yeah. Just like a slow R&B tune called Protein. Yeah.
Dry protein powder.
Yeah.
Creatine. You're going to get some gym rats hyped if you do something
like that. Yeah, it's going to be in the gym. Yeah, it's going to be bumping in the gym. But so personally with the song, it's my almost deeper meaning for it is like just the desire for something. When you're hungry for something. In this case, it was a taco.
Yeah.
But I try to give that emotion of like you want this thing so bad, more than anything else in the world that you're willing to just chase after it. And I was getting ready for a show, a live performance where there's a much longer guitar solo. And it's like I'm ripping this guitar solo. I'm just bending these strings so much. I'm throwing all my emotion into it. And then I go back to the chorus and I'm singing "I Want a Taco." And I just started laughing because it's like, this is hilarious. This is so dumb. I love all of this.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
No, that's great. So, speaking of the band name of Velvet Revenge that I butchered umpteen times in this intro, how did
we got a lot of outtakes.
A lot of outtakes.
A lot of outtakes.
Yes. How did that name come about?
It's kind of like what we were talking about with the whole creativity thing of how it just comes to you.
Yeah.
And that was one where it just came to me. What happened was I was in a band prior called Notes of Nature, and we had a show booked, and then unfortunately for like I guess political reasons, like they just didn't want to play music together anymore, and I was just like, all right, what about this show? And then like they're out, and I'm just like, okay, I gotta like put a band together for this show now. And I was like thinking about calling it Notes of Nature, but I was like, no, I'm kind of growing away from that. And I like the idea of it, of Velvet Revenge. When the name came to me, I was just like, this is perfect because this is kind of what I'm trying to express. And that's like, I can't really think of a good definition. I sat there for so long talking about like, what am I gonna say when people ask me like what it means? I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I still got nothing yet. But I can give lots of examples. Like if I don't know, if someone does you wrong, just do better you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like for example, like if someone dies of a natural cause, then who am I gonna go be like Kill Bill? You know what I mean? Like you watch Kill Bill, and she has Bill. She wants to kill Bill to get revenge, right?
Yes.
And it's like, well, I can't really do that because one, I'm not a ninja.
Yeah.
Two, there's no Bill. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, how do I get my vengeance? How do I get my payback? How do I make this right in any way possible? And that's to like just be the best I could be, and to not let it stop me from, you know, doing what I got to do.
Oh, very cool.
You know, Velvet, soft, revenge, you know. It's like
revenge.
I just exactly.
No, fair enough. Can we expect the yellow jumpsuit for one of these shows, though.
I don't wanna give away any spoilers.
Okay, that's fair.
But I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Bruce Lee did it. Uma Thurman did it.
Jerry
Someone's got to join the
Yeah.
club sometime soon, right?
Yeah,
I don't know anyone else.
Might be Jerry.
You know, might be Jerry. Exactly. Exactly.
What about the truck?
The truck? I already have that.
Oh, you already
the wagon?
Yeah, you already have the wagon.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's already off the bucket
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
Right?
I've had that for a very long time. Yeah.
There was one time I did see somebody driving one that looked just like it. I was
That's
like
amazing.
going down the highway in Chicago, and I'm just like, that's amazing.
It is.
But like, man, you've got to have some balls to drive that around.
That or also like a good amount of money. I don't want that to be my primary vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I would love to have the Batmobile. I don't know if I'm trying to like. I can't put a lot of band equipment in the Batmobile though.
No,
right?
unfortunately
not in the cool ones, right?
No,
So
not
it's like,
not in the cool ones.
right.
I don't know. Maybe in like the 60s, the long boat style ones. Like you might be able to
That or
the convertible tops. Like you can stack high.
You could stack high, yeah, just kind of like
you can just go up.
yeah. Hey, Robin back there just holding it still. You know what I'm saying? Like, or the Christopher Nolan ones where he's just driving like almost buses.
Yeah.
Right? Like they're
I'm
really
saying,
big cars.
They were really big. But yeah, no, understandable. I'm just imagining that now. Just all the band equipment just in the back seat of a convertible, just stacked tall, one single ratchet strap just hung over it.
Dude, you just have to turn so carefully.
Oh yeah,
So carefully.
You take a shot. I mean, you get cut off, and that comes forward.
Oh yeah.
It's over.
It's like I'm actually just gonna crash.
Yeah, right. Like music maybe just wasn't for me.
Right, just
You lost all your equipment in one accident because you stacked it 7 feet tall. It's over.
you're just like you're going under like a bridge and just
Yeah,
you
it
know
just
like
chops the top.
oh, yeah.
You continue driving through, you just hear cymbals crashing behind you. Like cartoonish, like piano keys.
Yeah,
crash.
yeah.
You're just like, well,
We're about to get creative for this show because we're not using that equipment.
no. Yeah, right.
You know, hey, 6-Step Bro, can we use all of your equipment?
Right. I need everything you got and a taco.
Yeah. What are you standing around for? Let's go.
Let's go. Come on. I had a long day. I lost thousands of dollars in equipment. Insurance isn't going to cover it.
It was in a stolen convertible.
Yeah, right. Stolen.
With or without money, this should not be my primary vehicle.
No, it really shouldn't.
I'm at a drive-thru. I gotta like reach up.
Oh, drive-thrus would be the worst.
I'm gonna bring a ladder to the drive-thru.
Oh man. God.
Or in this case, if you're like Batman, you gotta use the grappling hook. You know?
Right. I was gonna say, as long as you're equipped, you got it covered.
Exactly.
Oh. Well, speaking of vehicles and getting to shows, where you mentioned you were really into open mics. Are you still going around to the open mics in the area?
No, I haven't been there in a while. I'd like to go there every once in a blue moon.
Okay. Special appearances.
Yeah, you know, like it's like the Undertaker in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
but I before I was a full-time musician, I would go to like as many jams as I could in the region as much as possible because that was like where I could play live music.
Yeah.
And then eventually, you know, that leads to getting in a band, and then, you know, now teaching at Guitar Center. It's like, all right, I'm in 7 bands and teaching music. I think I'm gonna use my free time to like play some Xbox, you know. Catch some dubs in Fortnite.
There you
know?
go.
Hey,
hit that victory royale.
Play as a Red Hot Chili Pepper in Fortnite and smash someone's face in with a Captain America shield.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah, Are the Red Hot Chili Peppers really in that game now?
No. I'm literally a pepper. Like I'm a pepper.
Oh,
like not a person. I'm a pepper, dude.
I totally like. It would not have like
so cool,
surprised me if like you just showed up as Flea.
Metallica's in there.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like I know Metallica's in there, but yeah, no, if like you just show up as Flea one day. Actually, I don't know about Flea. That game's rated E, and him at was it Woodstock '99?
I mean,
I don't know if that's gonna fly.
Yeah, plus they can't really. They got to be careful with what outfits they use because
Right.
it's really only the one iconic outfit.
Yeah,
right?
there is one iconic outfit for Flea, and that's
So,
nothing.
Yeah, right. Well, I think there was a sock, right?
Was there a sock?
I thought so. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not the greatest on my Chili Pepper lore.
No, neither am I.
But Frusciante plays a strat, and I like to play a strat, so
There you go. There you go.
maybe I'm the next Chili Pepper.
Maybe. You never know. I mean, it seems like they're always switching guitar players. They went through a lot.
They went,
I feel like a while back. I don't follow them much anymore, so I don't know who they're even running with. I just remember, like, in the early 2000s, it was, like, just hearing about, like, cool, there's this guitar player. Now it's Dave Navarro. And they thought he was going to be such a perfect fit, and it wasn't.
It's
And that's weird to me.
It is really interesting because like at least for me, like the best Chili Pepper songs, it's when it's with Frusciante. I mean, the rest of the normal lineup because it's all just they've always been there.
Right.
And yeah, it's kind of weird, like In and Out. It's like what are you, dude? In and Out burger, Like make up your mind.
Right.
Yeah, but also I have no idea why he would ever leave or join because also, like I said, I'm not really good on my Chili Pepper lore.
No, neither am I.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the most I knew about Dave Navarro was, I wasn't a huge fan. I like some Jane's Addiction.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know who Dave Navarro is.
Oh, well,
that's not the the younger guy, or is it?
No.
Okay.
No. Dave Navarro is he was the guitarist, or I guess is the guitarist. I don't know if Jane's Addiction is back together or not.
Jane's Addiction, I was reintroduced to them like a month ago.
Okay.
And I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah, no, they're really good.
I saw an acoustic show that they did too, and that was really interesting because I watched like a really early show and then the acoustic show, and there's like a 25-year difference. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, man, like people change.
Yeah.
I'm like that dude used to have like all these dreads.
Mm-hmm.
I think he used to look like the Barbie doll from Rugrats.
Oh,
and now he looks like.
Oh, what?
Now he kind of looks like just a clean vampire. It's interesting.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. No, if you've ever seen Ink Master,
that's a show on Netflix, right?
Maybe it's on Netflix now.
I haven't seen it, but it sounds like it's a show, right?
Yeah, it's a show. Okay. The tattoo competition, whatever. And Dave Navarro, for some reason, was the host of that.
Okay. Does he have a bunch of tattoos?
Yeah, but none of his tattoos are good.
Oh.
And he doesn't tattoo, so I really don't know why they chose Dave Navarro.
I mean,
but
yeah, I feel
he got paid a lot of money, I'm sure. So whatever.
If you're playing in Jane's Addiction and the Chili Peppers, why not go judge tattoos?
Yeah.
Right. Like,
yeah.
I don't like your tattoo. Why? I don't know. Give me my money.
Yeah, we're like, I don't know. I'm in Jane's Addiction. Suck it.
Right. He's just like, hey, I guess you get to just do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm Dave Navarro. There's so many people like that, though, that you can definitely just get away with stupid shit like that. Just be like, I don't know, but I'm this person, so get over it.
Right, therefore, yeah. Yeah. It's like
Lars and Metallica.
Or my dog. They want to go outside. It's like, all right, well, I gotta let them out.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what? I'm a dog. Get over it. I can't open this door.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. So
out.
somehow that is just like Dave Navarro being a judge on Ink Master. There's something with it. I know that. All right. They're one and the same.
There's a correlation there. I promise. if anybody listens, like, for the people that jump around in podcasts.
Well, it's going to be an exciting one.
It's going to be like, they're going to jump into the middle of this conversation and be like, where, how? And then they're going to go back to get the whole story, and they're still not going to get it.
It's going to be like watching Zathura without knowing you're watching Zathura. You know, it's the game board game with the space. And it's like,
the Jumanji in space.
A family movie? I'm just going to skip ahead. A black hole? You know? You know? What? How did we get here?
Right. They were just fighting over a juice pouch. What do you mean there's aliens coming out of the basement?
Exactly. Why is Kristen Stewart in this movie and also frozen? Did they just, are they, what is it, what, who, where, when did, how did, but, okay.
I love that movie, though. I love that movie so much.
It was a fun one. I remember enjoying that a lot when I was little.
Yeah, when I was little, I mean, because I saw that before I ever saw Jumanji.
Ah, man, I was a Jumanji guy from, like, I'm pretty sure, like, when I was born, the doctors were, like, watching Jumanji.
What year did Jumanji come out?
Oh, wait. I can answer this. No, I want to say 90. Hold on. I do know Zathura came out in 2006, though. I do know that. I do know that. Jumanji, don't tell me. I want to, it's not 99. It's not 98. It's not 97. I want to think it's 95 or 96.
95.
All right.
So it came out before I was born. So
Same. I'm a 97.
Okay, 99.
Nice.
Cool. A lot of, well, I guess Leanne was the exception, but most people I've had on here are older than me, and so, like, we'll get into that topic of, there's the age difference. They're like, oh, well, you're still young, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, yeah, I turned 25 this month. And I'm like, whatever.
Hey, man.
I'm an adult. Grow up.
Yeah, right? I turned 27 this month.
Yeah.
And I know that's, you know, if we're just looking at math here, if we're rounding up, that's closer to 30 than it is to 20.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I've heard, you know, there's a lot of things that are like 30, right?
Mm-hmm. Like ESPN, 30 for 30.
Exactly. No idea what that means, but exactly. Yeah. Is it like the 2020 of sports?
Yes. Quite literally, yes.
All right.
Because 2020 is a documentary show, kind of, right? Like the story.
Yeah.
That's literally what 30 for 30 is. It's just like sports history on certain players, whatever. So, yeah. I've never actually put that together. I've never even thought of it that way.
Whenever I hear something and I don't know what it is, I'm like, does it remind me of anything?
Yeah, and I guess that.
2020.
Now I want to know if that's on purpose or not.
Probably. Maybe.
Oh, hey, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
How's it going?
Oh, just great.
I like that the shirts match the Crocs.
Yeah.
That style with the silver.
Hold on. No,
can you come into camera here? Can we look at this outfit?
Come show everybody.
Can we look at this? Let's
look
break
at
this down.
fit here.
Look at that. Look at this.
It's time to teach.
Time to teach. There we go.
I don't have tacos, but I have donuts.
He has.
There we go.
I do want a taco, though.
Hey, man. I'm getting hungry myself. So.
Maybe I'll go get a taco after.
There you go.
When I did the photo shoot for it, I just wasn't. It's not that I wasn't thinking. It's just I wasn't thinking about that, right? About this being, I brought one taco. Now, granted, I just went through a Taco Bell drive-thru, and I am not the biggest fan of Taco Bell. I would say I'm actually not a fan of Taco Bell.
Okay.
And there were many times where it's like the opposite of the light bulb moment. You know, the light bulbs came out.
Yeah.
It took it out. but it's
So that tripped me out too, because the light bulbs turned on up here, and so I'm like, all right, hold on. What's going on here?
Where am I? Zathura? You know,
Yeah,
what's going on? Yeah. But
where's the board game?
So you know, yeah. When I was in whose turn is it? When I was in high school, I always ate Taco Bell. And then, when you find your nice, authentic Mexican restaurants, that's the place you want to go because it's just so good. And every time I would get Taco Bell, there was just one time I was eating it. And maybe it was because I was in Indianapolis. And no knock against Indianapolis, but I'm just saying. I was in Indianapolis, right? And I ate it. I was eating Taco Bell, and it kind of tasted like paper. So now, every time I eat Taco Bell, it tastes like paper. Or if I drink a Baja Blast, I almost like turn into a minion there because they're like yeah, Baja Blast. It kind of tastes like Windex. Not that I've drank Windex, but it.
Sure.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
you.
So, I some of the times when I would play that song live, people were thinking that I'm saying, I want a Taco Bell, I want a Taco Bell, and it's like, no, it's I want a taco, yeah. And there's a couple big things wrong about this. All right, why would someone want a Taco Bell?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Isn't that a weird thing to ask for?
That is a weird thing.
It sounds like I don't know English, how to speak English. I want a Taco Bell. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, that's not.
So why would I want a singular Taco Bell? It just baffles me. Two. All right, is one thing to write a song about tacos. I'm not writing a song about Taco Bell though. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're getting that Taco Bell money.
Exactly. Which,
as of this moment, you are not.
No.
But Taco Bell, if you're listening.
I'm just saying.
Just saying.
I could write another song about tacos. More specifically, Taco
Bell.
Taco Bell. Yeah. All I got to do is switch out one word and I'm there.
Mm-hmm. Pretty easy.
So, hit my line, Taco Bell. But the issue is authentic Mexican restaurants don't have drive-thrus. And I was running late, so I couldn't just like stop at one and like because I don't know. I couldn't take that risk. Sure. Right? I just had to get the Taco Bell drive-thru. Taco.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said one taco because I was like, that should be fine. And then I got to the shoot, and then we were shooting ideas, and they were like, man, if only you had like a bunch of tacos. And I was like, dang, I should have got a bunch of tacos. So I just had this one taco, and it's like, what do I do? Well, and it's, to be fair though, in line with the song, it's I want a taco. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not.
it
I
is
want
singular.
tacos. I
it's
want
not
tacos.
Plural.
Exactly. Singular.
So it is very.
So I had one taco, and man, it was like slimy. I don't know what was going on. I don't know. I mean, I looked. It was like the diced onion, the lettuce, the meat, like I think sour cream or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the I almost said patty. The tortilla.
Yeah, tortilla
was just like wet and slimy. And it's
like I like a wet taco, but that's not a taco that's supposed to be wet.
I mean, it's not. It's not a taco that's supposed to be wet.
No.
But it was. And
that's a sad taco.
You just gotta roll with it though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the pictures came out great. So
thank you. I had a lot of fun. I never did a solo photo shoot before.
It's kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's like
it's kind of like doing a podcast.
It's like, what do I do with my hands?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm doing that the whole time. I'm still here fidgeting with my phone.
It's like my nails are gone, dude. Like but
get some ASMR. Just
yeah, right.
Start nail biting into the mic.
It's like, man, this is a real nail biter, you know. At the edge of my seat for this one. But yeah, tacos. I forgot what I was talking about before tacos or about tacos. Oh, the photos. Yeah,
right,
it's kind of like when I have to sing a song where I don't have to play guitar during a section, but I still have to sing.
Okay.
It's kind of uncomfortable right now. I'm kind of coming up with some ideas. I'm thinking maybe like the worm or something.
Okay. Sprinkler?
Yeah, some sprinkler or like the shopping cart.
The shopping
or
cart, the lawnmower.
the lawnmower.
Yeah, there it is.
Go for the lawnmower. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, so like, I'm still figuring out kind of what to do with my hands for that. Because I saw a video of it and I was just like, man, this sounds great, but I can't even look at this. I had to get an entirely new different phone. So,
but that's also the other thing that you're always your biggest critic when it comes to that type of stuff, where you're like, I feel like I look awkward, but everyone else is like, he's singing. I don't know.
Right.
Like, nobody's going to think about it until you say something.
There is this comfort of like, nobody cares about that right there. You know what I mean? But me. But
you still want to be comfortable.
Where I kind of see it is like, yeah, I want to be like having fun and comfortable in that moment. But I know I'm not, because I know I have memories multiple times on stage where it's like, what do I do with my hands? And I'm singing American Woman, but in my head, I'm like, what do I do with my hands? And outside, I'm like, American Woman. And I'm just like, but what do I do with my hands? You know what I mean?
New lyrics.
So it's like, now I gotta, you know, like I said, pull out the worm or the
right.
You know.
Oh yeah, there you go.
It's always a popular one. That one's always in style. I see that one still. So yeah, you know, just my most recent journeys.
Yeah. Well, speaking of these shows and figuring out what to do with your hands, where can people figure out where you're going to be doing your hands? Do you have any shows lined up currently?
Yeah, so I'm a full-time musician in 7 bands. So I got shows every weekend.
Okay.
For the rest of the year.
Okay.
With one of the bands. Come find it.
Okay.
But you know, just my cover photo on Facebook is my monthly schedule.
Okay.
And for Velvet Revenge specifically, right now we have a show lined up at the Gallery Cabaret November 15th. It's a Friday, 11 to 11:45 p.m. And I'm really excited because it's the live version of these songs.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm
very
really stoked.
cool.
Our last time there was like, it was like so good when you try to explain it, you don't even know what to say. It was like that.
Fair.
It was like, you know, Neo in the Matrix.
Yes.
He's like, whoa. It was like,
Whoa.
it was kind of like that.
I know kung fu.
Yeah. Actually, it was one of those rare performances where I almost like pushed past my technique and expanded my technique live on the stage, and there was that tension of like, I don't know really where this is going, but I'm just gonna let my fingers do what they gotta do. I'm hands off, you know, let it go, and I reached new personal heights during that show. So
Very cool.
I'm really excited for this next one.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, between that show on the 15th and then all the other bands, we'll have obviously everywhere this is posted, we'll make sure that all of your social medias are tagged so that everyone can come and check you out with all the other bands that you're in as well.
Appreciate it.
But that about, I think, wraps it up for today's episode. So I want to thank everyone for tuning in to Who's the Buzz at Region Buzz 219, and thank you for coming on. It was a blast.
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was nice to finally meet you, and I'm glad that it lined up exactly how it happened.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say
it was a great icebreaker.
Yes, absolutely.
You want to get comfortable in front of someone, just like
just do a podcast with them.
Exactly.
Just let them show up 5 minutes in, start the episode.
I mean, and if you forget their name, it's okay.
Yeah, learn how to pronounce the last name right before you hit record. Learn the band name after 7 takes.
But hey, man, I mean, just this. You really went for it, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was committed, and then it just gone.
Yeah, that was something.
It was something.
It was definitely not nothing.
No.
And it was certainly something. I can say that.
Yep. That happened.
Yes.
That was
for
something
sure.
that is on record.
We got it on camera.
We have it on camera. 3 cameras.
There's
in
evidence. 3
literally.
cameras. I didn't even know there was a 3rd camera.
Yeah, no, there's 3 of them.
Wow.
Literally in 4K.
4K?
I literally got caught in 4K.
That's crazy. 4K. You know, when people are like, I got ADHD, I'm like, oh, I got 4K. I think it's so funny. No one ever laughs, so I'm glad that you did. Thank you, Chase.
I love that.
Thank you. You can use that one. You know, that's yours.
I may have to steal that. That's great. All right. And this has been a Midwest goodbye.
Midwest goodbye. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. And we'll see you on our next episode. Thanks for watching.